is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Running inside. It's Bishop. They put the brakes on him.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Left side is Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Enough to move the chains. At midfield, he's got room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Running the red zone. It's Bishop. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a 4th down, try to make them kick a field goal.
He wants to throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the move. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Vols! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. But it's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Makes a man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Drops back on first down. Holds on, it's Matthews. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Second and long here. They want to throw it. Out wide left, it's Staley. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw again. Makes a catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's Arch to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Third and long coming up. Manning from the gun on third down. He's got it on the left. It's a seam wide open. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he tacked on the extra point. That kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Calls his own number. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
He's going to run it. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Right side, it's Jackson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Bishop. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Left side is Bishop. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Vols will try to pick it up on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Wide wide receiver comes in motion. Finds a crease. It smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. They're all over it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Arch Madness. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff from the shotgun. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Plows his way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. 4th down, Manning. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's...
Makes the grab in their space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hits inside, it's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It Smothers. Down he goes.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The give to the back. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st. Crosses to 40. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Right side, it's Matthews. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Snags it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Touchdown, Volunteers! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, looking for a man. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Drives inside. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down. Obviously, you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out wide left, it's Smothers. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Manning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Townsend. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Bishop. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, going to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here, make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen, they go upfield really fast, slip it to them, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Left side is Staley. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Bishop. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Handoff again. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
From the gun, it's Bishop. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need 1 play. We need 1 run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Now on 2nd down.